welcome to Goodwill's post market report. And as you can see, right away, I want to show you guys the Bank Nifty chart which we discussed in yesterday's post market video. As you can see, a beautiful support was forming over here with Bank Nifty taking multiple supports, and at the very end of the market, we had noticed it has breached that level and closed in a sideways manner. But as soon as market opened today, we noticed that particular pattern held a very significant importance for Bank Nifty. As soon as it opened, you can see a very one liner, a very vertical downfall in Bank Nifty. And as soon as that, there were other reports which we'll talk later in this video, which resulted in a huge up rally, a clear V pattern. This is what we call as V pattern in market. This is not that, it's a very rare combination, I mean, rare pattern to witness, but due to the huge volatility in Bank Nifty, we used to see that before. And now after several weeks of Bank Nifty options going off, weekly options being taken away, still we see a very sharp recovery, not in just Bank Nifty, right? If I just go to the Nifty chart as well, this is the 5 minutes chart. As you can notice, market opened almost flat, but as soon as it happened, a very sharp downfall, but followed by an even insanely fast recovery in the market. So this is what we call as a V-shaped recovery, because as you can see the V pattern. And clearly, it has, I think, made justice for everyone, because yesterday there was a very bearish pattern emerging in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Market had formed a triangle pattern and then clearly closed below that pattern, indicating that market is going to be bearish. And today, as soon as it opened, technically speaking, it worked really perfect and then hit a support zone. And fundamental news coming on time, which was such a perfection today, and we noticed a huge rally. So let me know down below in the comment section if you are able to trade this particular pattern and make any good amount of profit out of it. And in another news, we have India's renewable energy. Yesterday also I mentioned, this was one of the key news that I mentioned, where all the renewable energy stocks were going up by a 10 to 20%. That too, they had a fantastic week where they all went up by almost 15 to 18 to even 20%. And today we get a news saying that renewable energy capacity actually logged in 14% growth if you compare it year on year basis, at 213 gigawatts of energy produced by these companies. So clearly a great feat for renewable energy in India. As you can see, 18.48 gigawatts of worth of energy was added in just this financial year, which is worth about $17 billion worth of FDI. What does FDI mean? Foreign direct investment. That is when foreigners see some sort of a growth in Indian stocks and they invest, and that's what you have seen in renewable energy as well. And that explains why the stock was in such a up rally for quite a week. Throughout the week, the stocks were in such a rally. And next up, one of the other major news that came out yesterday after the market got closed is the retail inflation data. So basically, it has come down to 5.5%. And clearly, it's better because it's still under the RBI's tolerance band. So they have band, and this inflation fits right within that. So it's not out of reach, but still, I think market expected a bit lower inflation, right? So clearly we noticed that in the sharp selling that happened very early in the morning. But then later we also heard news that if retail inflation is coming down, that means the repo rate cut is on the table, which is actually a very good news for all these stocks. So, and right after that news, we had one more great news coming in from Zephyrs. Zephyrs is an investment banking company, and they send out all these reports about the Indian stocks, and they mentioned, what, Nifty still has a lot to give. It could even give up to 10% worth of returns from here on, within the next 2025, that is now 2025 year end. So clearly that has pushed the markets higher and higher. It was, and not only the fundamental news, it came in such a good way that technically as well, both of them coincide in such a nice way. It's very nice to see that as a trader myself. And next one we have CRISIL shares, which actually hit a 52 weeks high, because they're selling their one of the minority stakes in online PSB loan. It's basically like an investment that they had made earlier. So clearly board of directors have approved that, and apparently they'll be now making a minority stake in this PSB loan bank. And next off, we have the chart of CRISIL as well. As you can see, a beautiful structure, guys. If you are into chart patterns, as you can see. We can even call it a double bottom, or we can call it cup and handle pattern. So clearly, or whatever you want to call it, there's a beautiful breakout of that particular zone to a new 52-week high, which is a good news for the stock. Next off, we have great news about a stock named Prop Share Platinum, which is a REIT company. REIT matlab they invest in real estate. Basically, considered like how there's digital gold. If you want to invest in real estate in a digital form, you have REITs. And clearly, this company, which actually came to the stock market on December 10th with their IPO, is one of the most costliest stock that you can buy in the stock market, valued at 10.4 lakh rupees per share. If you are just take you guys to the chart, till now, we had illicit investments which used to trade at 2 lakh rupees, and the OG stock of the Indian stock market, that is MRF, trading at 1 lakh 32,000. And then we had these other two stocks, even the IT giant Honeywell as well, trading at around 40,000. But now this is a new share valued at 10 lakh and 45,000. So do let me know if you can afford a few of those shares in your portfolio. And next off, we have PSU banks, which have gone up by about 39% in 2024. And this is a very interesting piece of article that I read today, because if you take a look at Nifty, right, has gone up about till date, it has gone up about 13.39%. In comparison to that, PSU banks have outperformed Nifty, and with stocks like Indian Bank, State Banks of India, Indian Overseas Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Canara Bank, Punjab Sindh. So all these PSU banks basically have gone up with the anticipation, that government might do the repo cut, or any other, positive news that might be in the basket for the, in the upcoming session of February. So clearly, and the next news is also about ICICI. Basically, they have approved to sell 19% stake that they held in associate company called as ICICI Merchant Services. So now they're selling it to First Data, and actually SEBI has approved. I think even the board of directors have approved. So we noticed a bit of buzz in ICICI stock compared to Nifty. Even Nifty was fantastic today, but ICICI a bit better. If you're a trader following market calls and tips for day trading, use our tool RNT, Research and Trade. All you have to do is link RNT to your trading account, then just sit and relax. Turn trading into business at app.gwcindia.live. Check out description for more details.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.